Hey guys, what is up? It is Jim here, and today I have a new game for guys, and this is the Lego Glock 18 Counter-Strike Global Offensive. So this is a lot better than my old one, as you can tell. Has a even better Kenny Apple skin. Okay, no, I'm just joking. Uh, so this is basically going to be a video showing you guys how to make a Glock. It's gonna be that simple of a video, and I know it's going to help quite a bit of people, because most people go to Renzo 260, or whatever his name is, his Glock, and I just don't feel like it really looks like a Glock. I feel like this really looks like a Glock, that's just in my mind, but yeah, I still do think it looks really accurate to a Glock, so I decided why not show you guys how easy it is to make a nice looking pistol, nice working pistol, all that. So yeah, I decided to make this, as I said, just to help people. So yeah, I guess let's just go on. Now, just so you guys know, and don't dislike the video, this is not going to be a step-by-step tutorial, because that's going to take a bit too long for such a pistol. I can take it apart quite a bit. That will really show you guys how to make this. That is super simple. I built this in half an hour, perhaps. So yeah, I just really wanted to help certain people, kind of show them how easy it is, and that you don't need too many special pieces, like really special pieces that's hard to find and all that. So yeah, let's just begin by showing what functions it actually has. It has a magazine, which is not too big, but the video that I've seen of a Glock, a different Glock that was Renzo's, in a matter of fact, had maybe this big of a mag. Then again, this is a bit different because it is the one from CSGO, so if you really enjoy CSGO, you can make this. So it's going to be an overlip on the back strap. If you don't know what a back strap is, it's the back part of the pistol grip. So we can go ahead and break off the grip here very easily, just like that. And this is how the grip was made. A huge plate going down here. I believe it is a 4x10. Yep, 4x10 going down here. Slowly sloping up here to make a really nice shape for your hand, fitting the Glock. If we take it a mag, you can tell in there. So there's this plate layer, then 2 bricks, then 2 plates, and then finishing plate to cover it all up. So in between here, you want to put 2 of these 1x4 brackets, and then 2 1x4 plates in between them, so that they will actually attach to studs. Now, the reason why this is really small is, of course, because it's a Glock 18 from Counter-Strike Global Offensive. I thought I would just show with this, because it's such a popular pistol, popular Glock model to make nowadays. So, yeah, as you can tell, it works really nicely with this magwell. So, yeah, the trigger guard is just made this simply, just to make it a bit easier to attach, and at the same time adding a bit of comfort to the grip. So now you don't have to use an actual like brick layer kind of thing to use here, and then you would have to need a 1x2 bracket, which I do not know of many people that have this. So of course you don't have to make this color coded, but you know, I do, because I really don't have too many special pieces or needed pieces in that color. So yeah, here's the slide. As you can tell, it can work and spring back with a rubber band, which is something that I've seen that a lot of people struggle with, which it was actually just now recently that I found out how to do this. It's especially easy with the Glock because it doesn't have any hammer. It just has this part, which I'm actually going to remove now, just to show you guys completely what it looks like on the inside and how simple it actually is. Oh, there goes the cover for the internal hammer, which we'll just put right back on. This is basically how I attach the rubber band if I would make a Glock. Of course, this isn't really like the remake that I would really do. I would do a better remake, though we're all just making the slide better and having a better attaching mechanism for the grip. But this is pretty much how it works. This is the barrel, which I actually always keep this barrel. You might recognize this exact barrel from my Beretta video, because it is the exact same barrel. So let's remove the slide, which is going to be a bit of a challenge, which we basically just lift up, and then these pieces kind of go off. Then the rubber band will probably unhook itself. It won't? Okay, so just gonna take out these pieces. There's only 4 special pieces that you will really need for this pistol that will make it work greater. So as you can tell right here, this is the rubber band attachment. Very simple. I'm just gonna disattach it right here by pushing up. Hopefully. No? Okay. Then we have to pull it out from here. So here we have the barrel, which I can remove very simply. So as you can tell, here's the barrel, which has a plate layer, then a 1x2 with 2 holes, and a pin. Then, as I said, 1 brick layer right here. Then tiles on top, which is the key to getting a really smooth, nice working slide. Also these pieces, which I know these are not easy to find, but the easy solution you can do with this is basically have a 2x8 plate going here, going all the way to here, then having a 1x8 going here. Oh, sorry, I'm not showing it too well. A 1x8 plate going in the middle, put on top of this plate. It's supposed to be here. And then another one, and then a 1x8 smooth tile that will then be held on when you do attach, like so. So yeah, that is actually very simple. Then you will have to need 2 of these, which these are a bit harder to find. Again, it doesn't matter what color. If you are making color-coded guns, then you probably have these pieces, because they're, to be honest, pretty easy to find. It's harder to find them in other colors like red, blue, green, all those colors. So going over to the slide, this is where it gets a little bit complicated. Not too complicated, but yeah. Here we have the slide guide, which is the piece when you that is attached to the slide, and there is a guiding rod in here inside of the frame right there, which I didn't add for simplicity. And this is basically attached just like this. I have put a pin in between there just so it looks like it is actually a guiding rod on it, but of course there isn't. I should have probably, so don't do what I've done here and put a 1x2 on top where it attaches, because then it's going to be like that when you pull back the slide and release, and that's not what you want. So would have a 2x4 here, then a plate layer going down here, a gap for your slide lock, which is going to be on your lower frame right there, which I'll go over this later. Then it's going to continue over here. Then this piece can be a 2x4. Then you have one of these hook pieces, which it is a 1x2 hook piece that has that kind of hook on it. They are actually really useful pieces for using on bolts and all that. And then there is a rubber band attached. I have doubled a regular size rubber band, and then it just attaches to the barrel, which I'll do at the end of the video. So then once you've gotten all that, then you kind of have to arrange this back part. Whoops, I apologize about that. You kind of have to arrange the rear part on your own, because it kind of depends on which pistol you're making. If you're making a just a Glock, then this is pretty much as simple as it's gonna get. But other pistols, then yeah, you'll find out. So let's just put that back together. So as I said, this back part kind of have to figure out yourself. I really got this advanced just because of this piece. I wanted this to look great, and it does, in my opinion. So then this piece inside is attached by a 2x2 plate on top, just to make it really sturdy, not being broken off easily. So yep. Also, if you want a detail, you can put this piece that has ridges on both sides, just like that. That's just on like that, and very simple. Then we have iron sights here, which will just go on the rear and the front. These are pretty simplistic sights. Again, you can make them even simpler, but I like these. I think they're pretty nice. The front would normally be a bit more blocky of how I would make it, but yeah. It is also very important, of course, to get the shell ejection port, which is of course where your shells would come out when shooting the pistol. But of course this doesn't shoot, so as you can tell, when you pull that, push that, then it's gonna go like that. Then it's gonna open up, and then you can look. So now for the more advanced part. I'm sorry this is gonna be a bit long of a video, but it's not easy to do short tutorial videos. So this is where it gets a bit more advanced, because you have a trigger. If you already have a working trigger mechanism, put it in and basically form the frame of how the slide and grip is going to attach. Now I have two plates right here, one plate going down here just for making the grip attach nicely. It has a pretty nice size right now. And then for the trigger guard to attach with just this. Now the thing, if you're doing the exact same as I'm doing, if you can tell the plates, the amount of plates on and all that, then I've put jumper plates so it can fit in between stud spaces like that, kind of. Then it attaches, and then it is actually very sturdy and gives you a lot of space. So yeah, the frame part is kind of something that you have to figure out on your own. Making a trigger is very simple. Rubber band connected to here, rubber band connected on the trigger, just like that. Trigger has a 1x4 beam with two of these connector pieces. Then one of these connector pieces that you can attach Technic bricks to. If you do not have one of these, a 1x5 Technic brick will work pretty nicely. As you can tell, I also have a little special piece in there, which is pretty much this. Just put on the inside, like that. It has to be right in front of the trigger, so it restricts the trigger from going further forwards. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Putting it together is of course just going to be like me putting together mine. You're of course going to have a bit different, depends on, you know, how you made the pistol and all that, because I clearly don't know. But the more tricky part of this is getting the rubber band attached, which do not attach the side to the pistol before you have gotten the rubber band attached. That is a device that I'm giving you right now, because if you do attach it right away, it's gonna be a bit hard. So I'm gonna double a regular sized rubber band that can stretch about this much. I've used a semi-fresh one just because that's what I have. So you can take out the barrel, then put on the rubber band onto the pin, just like that. Then insert like that. Kind of push it in, like so. Then wrap the rubber band around your finger, trying to hold it inside. Now it's going to get a bit tricky. You're going to want to get these, or in your case, if you did use other pieces, it would just be a 2x4 with a slope. So you basically attach it in like that, and then Sorry if I'm a bit disoriented. I'm just trying to look at my screen at the same time. So you pretty much just attach a rubber band just like that. Make sure your rubber band is a bit more stretched out than mine is at the moment when you do attach it just like that. And then you can attach your slide part back on, or back slide, rear slide part. Make sure your details do not pop off. Just like that. I'm gonna put on this additional plate. That plate to cover up the internals. Just like that. Then you just find the slide guide and attach on just like that. And there we go. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you got some help from this video on this pistol. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys. Goodbye.